If your child plays Roblox and you're concerned about their ability to chat with strangers like I am, you're not alone. And now the popular app is making some safety changes after a survey showed just how many parents are worried.
And they are. Roblox, branded as an ultimate universe to play games and share experiences, announced this morning a new set of controls that will tighten up user age verification.
A new age check will be added to the app. The technology will require a face verification before being allowed to chat with others. Eliza Jacobs with Roblox is joining us live right now with how this is all going to work. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
So talk to us why Roblox is introducing these new safety features now. I know there was a study with some parents' concerns. So talk to us a little bit more about it, Eliza.
Sure, yeah. Roblox is constantly innovating and adding more safety features and really listening to our community of players and parents to understand what they want and what would be valuable to them. We know parents are overwhelmed and there's so many apps and settings and choices. And so we really want to launch what's valuable to them and make it as simple as possible.
Eliza, I think that you should be commended because the company's doing this on its own. And there are several other social media companies, for instance, Meta, X, TikTok, throw them all in the same boat. They can do this. They have the money and they don't. They don't verify age. They don't verify who you are. So why aren't they doing the same thing?
Well, I really can't speak for other companies, but at Roblox, safety is one of our top priorities, and it always has been. It's really built into the DNA of the company. As a company that was started for all ages, we really just started thinking about the safety of our youngest users and built from there. So this is a natural progression of our approach. And this is industry-leading technology and use of it. It's relatively new, but we think it's so important to launch it now before we're required. No one's asking us to do it. And just to build from there and continue to expand how we think about age on the platform.
I think a lot of parents, hope that their kids will do the right thing. We have those preemptive discussions, which I had with my 10-year-old son. And just a week ago, I overheard he and his best friend talking about how he's chatting with some girl that he doesn't know on Roblox and that she was asking his age and some personal information. And I panicked, of course, hearing all the stories here on Action News. And I said to my son and his friend, I said, that girl who you're talking to who claims to be 10 could be a 47-year-old man. So obviously I went through a panic. We had a conversation about it. But now implementing this parental control is going to be what parents need to educate themselves on.
That's right. We really want Roblox to be safe by default. So all conversations on the platform are proactively filtered to remove things like personally identifying information like phone numbers or things like that, regardless of who you're chatting with. And what we're launching today is something called Trusted Connections. So if your son was chatting with his friend, his real life friend on the platform, well, he's 10, so he's not eligible for this. We're only launching this for 13 and up. But if you do get age estimated with our facial age technology, you'll have access to unfiltered chat with your trusted connections. And you can only make those connections by using a QR code that you scan in real life. So this is a friend you know in real life, or by using the contacts in your phone. So we're really trying to mimic the real world and say, look, if this is your buddy from school and you want to chat with them on Roblox, here's the way to do it. We've verified your age. We've checked that you know this person in real life, and now you can chat on Roblox. All these conversations will remain proactively monitored for our highest harms areas, and you'll still be able to report anything that makes you uncomfortable in those chats. All of our community standards will still apply, but we're giving older teens, when they've been age verified, the ability to have these conversations with their real life friends on the platform.
Eliza, we've seen how behind a lot of our lawmakers are, particularly in the federal government. Some of them don't even understand how social media companies, for instance, make money through ads. So let me see if I can get you to answer this question. Again, given that Roblox has done this on its own, it's made a business decision, do you think the government should make all the other guys do the same thing?
You know, I can't really speak to what the government should do, but I certainly, we're not going to wait for them. We're going to do what we think is right for the safety of our community. We're going to listen to the parents and kids that are on the platform and produce what is useful to them. We're also launching a bunch of insights for parents of teens. So now parents of teens can connect their Roblox account to their kids' account and have things like screen time insights and spend insights. And we think this will be really valuable for parents just to even spark a conversation, just like you did with your son, about what they're doing on the platform and what you think is appropriate for your family.
And Eliza, I know that this new feature, there's a facial recognition component of it, right, to be able to have access to it. But how can Roblox also protect people and their faces? You know, we've seen some of the downsides to facial recognition in the past.
Of course, yeah. So the facial age estimation technology has a liveness check, so we make sure that no one's using a picture or something, and it's really a video check to estimate your age and see if we can confirm that you're 13 years of age or older. We just get the information that, like, yes, you are 13 or older, or no, or 18 or older, depending on your age. That information is stored for a limited amount of time just to prevent any fraud or reuse of the same person to verify more than one account, and then it's discarded. So we're not saving it for longer than 30 days, and we're not keeping any information other than the sort of age bucket that you're in. So we're trying to do this in an incredibly privacy protective way while still keeping people safe by knowing how old they are.
Eliza Jacobs from Roblox, thanks for joining us. And again, good for you for doing something on your own to protect people. We just wish that others would follow the same route, and maybe they will. We'll see.
Yeah, very informative, Eliza. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.